Welcome to the third episode of Intro to Python series, where we will be covering all the basics knowledge needed to code Python. Last time we talked about strings, lists, and tuples. Now let's continue that with something we all used before, dictionaries. So dictionaries are literally just like lists, but they define the key instead of just listing out the keys with a value. So why do you even need to use dictionaries? Dictionaries are just a great way to store keys and a definition or a value, such as phone books. So you have the name and you have the phone number. Or online user profiles, where you actually put in the name, the age, where's your home country, which university you graduated from. This is why we use dictionaries. Now, before we see how to actually create dictionaries, like and subscribe, as that will motivate me to continue creating content. If you have any other cool ideas for the channel, leave them down below in the comments. I'm always open to cool ideas. Now, let's get back to understanding dictionary structures. So, dictionary structures, right? It's literally just like list. So let's say DICT equals to, and now we use curly brackets and say apostrophe. Let's go name. Alright, then we're gonna go use a colon and then another apostrophe, and then let's say this guy's name is Max. Alright, now let's try print the dictionary just like so. You see here it says the name equals Max. This is a dictionary structure. The name is a key while Max is a value. Now let's try to create a phone book. Alright, so you all know how it works and stuff like that. So let's start by, let's name this phone underscore book equals to curly brackets. Let's say Alice colon apostrophe. Let's say 19457. Alright, so let's try print phone book. There we go. Let's see. Alice 19457. And now, if you want to create more than one key, you have to use a comma, just like this, alright? And now we can go apostrophe again. Let's say bam colon apostrophe. Now let's go 17364, alright? Now we're gonna print phone book again. And see here, the key bam equals to 17364. Alice equals to 19457. This is how dictionaries work. But with numbers, you might not need apostrophes. Just go like this. And let's try print it again. Bang! Bam equals to 17364. So this is how you create dictionaries, guys. Let's take a greater example, and which needs a lot more information. So let's go with a user profile. So let's say info equals to, let's go here, name. I'm gonna go colon. So let's go with Max right here. So now we have a choice, either to go comma and space like how we did, or comma and enter. So this is to create another value. So let's go age, because we all need ages. Now let's say he's 22. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna go comma again and then enter. Now let's say job. I don't think he has a job yet. So let me say computer science student. There you go. Since we're talking about programming, let's just go with computer science. Then country. Where is he from? Country colon. Let's say Australia. Alright, I think this should do. Now let's say print info. There you go. Click here. Then key, the name Max, age 22, jobs, computer science student, country Australia. Now this is just how we create dictionaries. Let's take a look at how to access values now. So let's say name right there. Now if we click play, it'll just print out Max. Alright, so let's say output max. Now we can do this for every key, so let's just like so. Now let's say print info just to end it off. So see here, Max 22, computer science student, Australia. And now here is the total dictionary. Alright, now we know how to access values, but we need to know how to add a pair inside it. So what we have to do is info, we go like that, and now let's say we want to add his hobby. Let's go hobby. Now outside here we're gonna go equal sign, apostrophe. Let's say he loves playing games. Alright, now we're gonna print info again. What we're gonna see is that we're gonna add a hobby inside here, but in the first print info here in line 10 we don't see it because we didn't add the hobby key yet. Alright, this is how we add different keys inside of a dictionary. Now let's say if we want to update the key. So imagine 4 years have passed by, so we want to go info, we go that, then we go apostrophe, we go say age in there, equal sign, and I would say 26 because 4 years have passed by. Now print info again. Here, his age is still 22, but after updating it, his age is now 26. So this one is for updating, and this one is for adding. Alright, now let's go on. Since we can add, we can update, how do we remove a key? What we can do is we type out del, then we go info, then we go there, then we say let's delete hobby. Alright, let's delete hobby, so y'all can see the difference. So this one is before adding hobby and updating the age. This one is after adding hobby and updating the age. This one, the last one, is after deleting hobby. Alright, so we can delete, we print the name of the dictionary and the key. Now lastly, what we're going to talk about is we're going to check if a key exists. So we're going to say if job in info, and then colon, print he have a job. So now let's try it. Boom, boom. Now he have a job. But if we do not have it, so let's say if university is in there, and then it says he is in a university. Alright, let's try it. So this didn't work. You see that? It did not print he is in a university. So to make sure that, let's say else, print, now we're gonna get this guy right here. Okay, so he is not in a university. So let's see, he's not in a university because we do not have the university key inside the dictionary. So that's it, guys. If you haven't watched the last episode about Python, you can check it out on the right side. And then if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I will be sure to reply to all of them. See you later, guys.